Okay, so here's a question you probably didn't expect. What does John Oliver, the sharp-tongued host of Last Week Tonight, have in common with a daytime soap opera villain wearing a wig that screams 90s infomercial? The answer might shock you, and honestly, it's the most fascinating media crossover since Nicolas Cage started memeing his own career. Let me unpack why this isn't just a goofy celebrity cameo but a masterclass in cultural relevance, vanity, and the strange survival tactics of dying TV genres. Let's start with the obvious. John Oliver, a man who built his fame dissecting politics with surgical precision, has now played a spy named Zed and knocked on a mayor's door in a wig that could double as a taxidermied ferret. On paper, this sounds like a SNL sketch that got too much budget. But here's the twist, this isn't satire. Oliver didn't just cameo, he pitched himself for these roles. In his own words, "Call me soaps, I'm available and willing to travel." Say what? Since when did late-night hosts moonlight as daytime drama antagonists? Now, let's dissect the wig. Because, yes, the wig matters. This isn't just a disguise, it's a full-blown identity swap. The guy who usually sports a just-rolled-out-of-a-think-piece aesthetic is now channeling a character so absurd he'd feel at home in a Mystery Science Theater 3000 riff. And that's the point. Soaps thrive on melodrama, and Oliver's commitment to the bit, bad hairpiece and all, shows he gets it. He's not mocking the genre, he's embracing its campy soul. In my opinion, this is where he wins points. It'd be easy to treat this as a laugh track moment, but he's leaning into the chaos. It's like if David Attenborough decided to narrate a WWE match, you'd hate it, but you'd respect the range. Here's where things get even weirder, the logistics. Days of Our Lives usually films 10 months ahead. 10 months. That's longer than some marriages last these days. But when Oliver said "call me," they literally rewrote their schedule. Think about that. A show with a decades-old formula bent its entire production timeline for a guy who's famous for roasting institutions. What does that say about his clout? Or about the desperation of soaps to stay relevant? Personally, I think it's both. Soaps are a dying breed, and snagging a viral-friendly star like Oliver is a Hail Mary pass to grab younger viewers who'd otherwise never touch a 4 p.m. time slot. And let's talk about the bigger picture here. Why do we care? Because this isn't just about one actor's midlife crisis in a wig. This is about how traditional media scrambles to adapt, or die. John Oliver's cameo is a Trojan horse. On the surface, it's goofy. But dig deeper, and it's a case study in celebrity brand evolution. Late-night hosts are no longer just political commentators, they're multimedia absurdists. Think of Stephen Colbert's viral TikTok dances or James Corden's carpool karaoke obsession. But Oliver? He's playing 4D chess. So, where does this leave us? If you take a step back, this whole saga isn't just about a wig or a cameo. It's about the blurred line between satire and sincerity in entertainment. John Oliver, the man who once called the Miss USA pageant a hostile work environment for intelligence, is now part of a genre that makes those pageants look like a Nobel Prize ceremony. But maybe that's the point. Maybe the joke's on us, the audience, for caring enough to watch. And honestly, I'm here for it. Because in an era where everything's a reboot, a remix, or a desperate cash grab, at least Oliver's giving us a masterclass in how to do it with style. So I'll leave you with this. When's the last time you saw a late-night host remind us that sometimes the best way to critique a system is to become its most ridiculous version?